Recently, tensions between the United States and Iran have once again taken center stage in global politics as diplomatic efforts and military actions unfold at the same time. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has suggested that talks aimed at ending the conflict with Iran could resume within this week. His comments come after negotiations between the two sides collapsed over the weekend, raising fresh uncertainty about the future of peace efforts in the region. In an interview, Trump indicated that the situation is highly fluid and could change within days. He also hinted that Islamabad could play a key role as a possible location for renewed negotiations, where diplomatic teams from both sides might meet again if conditions allow. At the same time, reports suggest that the U.S. military has significantly increased pressure on Iran by restricting maritime trade routes linked to Iranian ports. According to U.S. defense statements, naval forces have enforced strict control over shipping activity in the region, limiting the movement of vessels entering and leaving Iranian waters. Officials describe this as part of a broader strategy to weaken Iran's economic capabilities through maritime pressure. This escalation has also raised concerns about the future of a temporary ceasefire agreement that was expected to last 2 weeks. With the ceasefire set to expire soon, uncertainty is growing over whether diplomacy can continue or whether tensions may rise further. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has stated that it is highly likely that diplomatic talks between Washington and Tehran could resume soon. Officials from Pakistan, Gulf countries, and Iran have also reportedly discussed the possibility of renewed negotiations, although no official date has been confirmed. Meanwhile, Iran has increased control over the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most critical waterways in the world for oil and gas transportation. Any disruption in this region can have immediate effects on global energy markets, as a significant portion of international oil shipments pass through this route. The United States Central Command has claimed that several commercial vessels have been redirected away from Iranian ports under U.S. naval instructions. U.S. officials say these actions are intended to maintain maritime security and ensure control over key shipping lanes in the Middle East. However, the situation has drawn criticism from several international actors. China, for example, has described the blockade and military pressure as dangerous and irresponsible, warning that such actions could further escalate tensions and destabilize the fragile situation. Analysts warn that if diplomatic talks fail to restart soon, the conflict could have broader global consequences, particularly on energy prices and international trade stability. At the same time, discussions are reportedly continuing in parallel diplomatic channels involving other regional conflicts, suggesting that global powers are attempting to manage multiple crises at once. Overall, the situation remains highly unpredictable. The coming days are likely to determine whether the United States and Iran move back toward negotiations, or whether tensions escalate further in an already fragile region.